Hey everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday, April 25th, 2023, and this is FlossTube number 104. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel mostly about cross stitch. Every now and then I might throw in something quilty or crochet or something else, but for the most part it is cross stitch, and today is no exception. If you're a returner, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate each of you returning and visiting with me every week-ish every-ish week. It really means a lot to me, your comments and your dialogue and whatnot, so thank you so much for returning. Many of you know I did not film last week. We had a grandbaby born into our home. It was our first and we are over the moon. Like I told our friend, I said she has stolen our hearts. So anyway, we have been enjoying her, and she is just a blessing. So anyway, I didn't film last week because she was just a day old and I kind of had to spend some time. Anyway, so this week I am back. I have done a little bit of stitching over the past 2 weeks, and so I didn't keep great records. Normally I write down what I stitched, how many stitches I did in it, and I maybe wrote down what I stitched on. So this is going to be kind of a, let's see if I can remember what I did. So there's not going to be any stitch counts, no times, nothing. It's just going to be, hey, I worked on this. Maybe I'll remember what I did. So anyway, so let's start with my 25/7 piece, and that is Amid Amish Life. This is found in the 1986 Summer Edition's 3 issues of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. It was originally meant to be stitched as 3 parts, but I like this stitcher right here. I'm stitching mine as one long piece. And I am on the second panel. I am so excited. I did all of the back stitching except for a fence, because I need to connect it to panel 2, and I haven't done that yet. So anyway, here it is. There it is. Let me see. Hold on. I got it all folded up. So there it is in all of its glory. Panel 1 starting in panel 2. So I did have to move my hoop. So you can see here, I worked on the fence. I did that fence right there. I did all the back stitching on the barn except for this, but that is technically panel 2. I did this wagon wheel right here. This will be a wagon. And you can see here where I need to finish my... So there's a lot of hanging threads of waiting for me to continue stitching, but this is it right here. Ah, love it, love it, love it. So let me see, what else did I do on it? That's pretty much it. Just a ton of back stitching. Yeah, a ton of back stitching. I did work on this little part of the barn right here. And so there it is, Amid Amish Life. Love it. Still love it. Still gonna be my 25/7 piece until I don't know when, but yeah, that's what it's going to be. Sorry, I'm trying to put this back into my box. Okay, the next thing I stitched on is on Sundays. I stitch with a couple of other FlossTubers and Instagrammers, and we are stitching God Shed His Grace. This is artwork by Abraham Hunter. I am doing a cropped version by the Cross Stitch Studio. Other people are doing the large, medium, whatever. But this is my version that I'm working on. I didn't get a whole lot done, maybe 100 stitches each time I sat down with it. Because I do it on Sunday. It just depends on how busy our Sunday is. And this Sunday was not very busy, but I still didn't get a whole lot done. So this is it right here. This color right here is what I worked on. I'm going across the top. And so what I'm doing is I'm picking a color, and I'm going just stitching across the top and filling in wherever it is. I do need to buy this this color right here, so that I can at least get all of this filled in. But that's kind of how I work. I just kind of, I pick an area, stitch along the top, stitch as much down as I can, try to fill in as many 10 by 10 areas as I can. Really, I don't know what you would call it. ADHD stitching. So anyway, so that's it right there. So like I said, I got maybe 200 stitches in the past 2 weeks, but that's it. Moving along. I think I'm at 2%, so that's not bad. Not sure how long that'll take me, but we will see. Okay, so the next thing I'm stitching on is, this is the Cross Stitch Studios Mystery 2023 Mystery Stitch Along. I am on the second part. We are already, they are well ahead of me in releasing parts, but I am moving along. I am doing a color completion because it is, like a page every 2 weeks that comes out. I'm just picking a color, stitching to 0. So that's where I'm at right now. I try to get in 100 stitches a day. Doesn't always work, especially the past 2 weeks, but it seems like most colors are around 100 stitches. If they're less, I'll do two colors, but that's what I got done. And there are, like, I will need a lot of 676 and 677. There's a lot of stitches in those colors. So that's what I did. So right here, you can see this. This is the start of a flower. So I'm trying to get all this done before I work on the flower. So that's what I have. And I do need to, I think last time, did I show you a picture? I don't think I did. I need to print out, somebody's already caught up, you know, and I need to keep updating their pictures so I can have an idea, show y'all what it's supposed to, where I'm supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like, whatever. Okay, so April, I decided in April to pick a focus that I'm going to try to stitch on at least, not every day. I don't stitch on it every day, maybe a couple of times a week. When I have a lot of stitching time, I'll pick it up. There are 3 projects that I want to finish in the year. The first one is City of Romance. The second one is 'Tis the Season by Blackbird Designs. And the third is Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. Those are 3 things that I want to finish this year. Get them done, get them out of the way, and then that way I can have some finishes. Those are big pieces that I want to finish. So this month in April, I worked on City of Romance. This is by Stitchrovia. It is called City of Love on her Etsy. This was found in the Cross Stitcher magazine. There you go. I really had lofty goals of finishing it in April. It never happened, but I'm good. I did a lot, and I like this rotating of the 3 as a focus. So here's where she's at. Not too bad. I did get, let me fold it. I did get this building done, this roof line, worked on this one. Like I said, the past 2 weeks have not been good. I still have this week. I'm going to work on it. So you'll see it again next week, next video. So yeah. So my goal is to, before I put it away, is just finish all these little bits that I have just kind of hanging around. So I kind of do the same thing. I pick a color and I stitch as much of it as I can. So right now I'm working on this brown. So that's going to be here. And then, like I said, my goal is to finish all these little hanging bits of empty spaces. So this is as tall as it's going to be. And this is as wide as it's going to be. So that's it right there. So my lofty goals of finishing it this month did not work out. But I do like my system of picking one of the 3 and just working on, focusing on it for the month. Okay, the next thing I stitched on was Lavender and Lace. This is Blue Moon Angel. I originally picked this up at a thrift store, and the lady who started it originally started it on a 36 count linen, which I'm not overly fond of linen, and 36 count linen is not a favorite. I can do like a even weave, but linen just at that point just starts getting a little crazy for me. So I pulled her out. I worked on her for a couple of days. So here she is right here. I re-dyed a 16 count Ada. This was a kit from Hobby Lobby that I picked up. Well, it was from Hobby Lobby. I picked it up at a thrift store. So it had the original kit fabric, but I really wanted to just do it on Ada. There's no half stitches or anything. So what I worked on this go round is all of this pink, all that pink section. I had some of it done, and so I just went in and picked a color and just stitched as much as I could, picked another color, stitched as much as I could, and got that much done. So this was my lady for April. I think I'm going to start doing that. Just pick one of my fancy peoples and stitch them for April. Stitch them for each month. So I'll work on her a little bit more. This is all gold. Which is all right here too. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just fill in all the little gold parts, get all that done, and hopefully complete this little area. So the next time I can pick it up, I could maybe get some of that moon, done, and then hopefully work on the bottom portion of her right here. But yeah, I need to get some of that moon done. So that is that. All right. The next thing I worked on is mini patchwork quilt room. Again, I didn't do a whole lot. This is it right here. This is by Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't know the artist. I printed this out because the picture on the cover page is super tiny. So I am working right here. A lie. I am working right here. Yes. That's it. Not a whole lot. Again, I just chose a color, and I actually got quite a bit along the bottom. Some of these were just like along the bottom, so I just went ahead and just stitched along the bottom. I think what I want to do is, for this particular one, I was watching Stitchin' Mommy today, and I don't remember what piece she was working on, and she finally completed all the way across, and I said, I think I want to do that on this one next time I pick it up. I want to just go along the bottom and not worry so much about filling in so much, but just get the whole width of it done. So that's it right there. This one's going to take me a while. I don't even know what percentage I'm at for this one, but again, it's going to take me. So this was my full coverage focus. That was not the other full coverages that I'm working on. Okay, so the next thing I worked on is my 2022 Christmas Club. This is the 12 Days of Christmas by Shannon Christine. I am working on number 2, day 2, 2 turtle doves. And this is it right here. I worked on it mostly yesterday. Got a lot done. Got a lot of these leaves done. I had to substitute some colors because I didn't have them. And I'm using Pattern Keeper for this. So again, I'm just choosing a color and stitching until it's done. So I think before the month is out, I want to get all the, if you remember, this little banner right here was originally done in beads. But for one, I did mine in gold thread, which I liked so much better. So I want to get all of that done. Not the number or the white part, but just at least most of the gold done, because a lot of the stitches build off of it and are on top of it. So that's what I want to do. So hopefully by the end of the month, I can get that done. And that's my stitching. That's what I did this month, these last 2 weeks. I keep saying this month, the last 2 weeks. I got more done than I thought I would, especially the past couple of days. You know, the kids are settling into a routine with the baby, and so it's kind of working out really good. You know, last week was just a wash. We were at the hospital every day. So anyway, I'll talk more about that in personal stuff. But let's go to plans. Plans. So my 3 that I want to complete, I've decided to work on Christmas garden. This is what I have done right here. I don't have a picture of it. I still can't find my book. But anyway, this is what I have done. So I want to, this month, finish whatever's right here. I'm setting a better goal for myself. Whatever's right here, I want to work on. I think I'm going to put these 3 projects in a decision wheel after June, because June I'll work on 'Tis the Season, and then I'll start over with the rotation of trying to get them done. So if I can get all this done in May, I will feel accomplished. Whatever it is, that's right there. Because then this right here is where the it says Christmas garden, which I'm not putting there. I don't know what I'm putting. Probably just, I don't know. I keep changing my mind, but anyway, I may not put anything there. I may rip all that out and just, if you've been with me any length of time, I always change my mind. When I get to the end to where I have to make a decision, then I'll make a decision. But so anyway, so that's my goal. Work on this little section right here and hopefully finish it. This is, I think, a 28 count. I don't think I've said anything that I stitch on. If it's full coverage, it's 18 count. Most everything I stitch on is 18 count or 28 count. So anyway, so that's it. So that is my plans for May. Since May does start, what, Saturday? I don't know. I'll pick that up, get some work done. That'll also be Blackbird weekend. I haven't done that recently, so I guess I need to consider that part of my Blackbird weekend. Okay, and if you've been with me anytime, you'll know that, at least a year, that you'll know that May is my birthday month. May is also Mother's Day, my daughter's birthday, and one of my daughters-in-law, her birthday. So May is a big birthday month for us, but it is my birthday month, and I always try to do something special during my birthday month. Everybody else does Mania or whatever it is that they do, but I am going to be doing a new start, and some of you might know what this is just because you know that I've purchased it, and that is Enchanted Rachel by Teresa Gil Designs. This is found in her Etsy shop now. She's put it in her Etsy shop. Something about just her designs and the amount of colors that she uses in the dresses are just absolutely gorgeous, except for her Queen Elizabeth and her coronation. That's all whites and beiges and light yellows. It's beautiful, but boy, these are pretty. So I figured, you know, she's pale like me. She has brown hair, and I love color. I don't know if I could get away with wearing a dress like that, maybe when I was younger, but anyway, I love this piece. So I will be starting this for my birthday. I am attempting to add her into Pattern Keeper. I started last night, and I'm entering in the colors to see how it turns out. There are no partial stitches, but there's a lot of back stitching. So even if just the normal stitches are imported into Pattern Keeper, I would be happy. The only thing that Teresa Gil does that's troublesome for me is she does mark over the charts with, you know, copyright info and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how Pattern Keeper is going to read that. Like I said, right now I'm just importing the colors. I do have markup RXP. I just don't like it. It just doesn't flow with me. And so Pattern Keeper is what I use, but for my other Teresa Gil, I am doing, I'm using GoodNotes and just highlighting it as I go along on my iPad. So hopefully I can get this installed on Pattern Keeper and use it at least for the stitches. I know I won't be able to use it for the beads and back stitching, but at least for the stitches. So this is my May start. Yay. So, you know, if anybody wants to start a Teresa Gil, they're lovely charts. Lovely, lovely charts. Colorful. I just love them. They're so pretty. Okay, so that is all I have. I do have a haul. One thing, but I didn't go pick it up. I need to pick it up from Joann's today. And that is some floss. And I'm using a DMC variegated. Hold on. And this is for our new granddaughter. I will be doing a making it into a Christmas ornament. If I do it on 32 count fabric over 2, it'll be 4 by 5, 5 by 6, kind of a big ornament. But if I do it on 28 count over 1, it will be 2 by 3, which is more ornament size. So I haven't really decided yet, but I have 2 DMC variegateds that I'm trying to decide what to do it on, to use. And so I'm going to show you guys probably on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm going to see if I could do like a little poll or something. But I am not sure exactly what stitch count I want it on. I would like it to be an ornament, more of as a you know, a commemorative ornament for her. So that is what I'm doing. 28 count over 1. I don't know. I might have to play with the different count sizes and see what I could do. I don't know about over 1. I do have some 40 count. If I did 40 count over 2, that would be like a 20 count. That would be too big. I might have to go 30. I could go 36. I could do 36 over. If it's an even weave, I can do 36. But then I might as well do 16. I don't know. I'm going to play with the cross stitch calculator and see what I want to do. But this is what I want to do for her. And this is the one I'll probably end up doing for all of my grandchildren, but just in different colors. So there you go. I need to go pick that up from Joann's. Okay. And my next segment is things that I have found in my mom's stash. So my husband and I found the last box of fabric. And this is one of the things that I found. The others I've put away. I've already bagged them up, and I have projects set aside for my 60 by 60 finishes for quilting. So if you're not into quilting, sorry. This is going to be quick. I found this. These are 12 fat quarters in, no, quarter yard cuts, 12 quarter yard cuts in each roll. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls. They're all Robert Kaufman. They are probably from the 90s. Right here, these are the other 2 right here. Look at those colors. So, I need to figure out what to do with these. They're quarter yards. So if anybody knows like of a book or something that uses quarter yard cuts, I know I could probably use some, not fat quarters, because obviously these are thinner. Is there a book out there that uses quarter yard cuts? Specifically 12? Any ideas? I could probably blend 2 of them. There's probably enough for me to blend 2, because these are like primaries with white dots, and then these are primaries with black dots, and then there's the same right here. Oh, these are pretty. Anyway, this was things found in my mom's stash. Look at that. What am I going to do with all this fabric? Anyway, so that's all I have in the stitching. I'm going to talk a little bit about personal stuff, and that'll be it. So if you're not here for personal stuff, thank you for stopping by. Okay, so I'm a grandmother. I am a granny. Isn't that great? So excited. Monday we went in. My daughter-in-law was scheduled for a C-section. It went great. You know, when you see your child hold their child for the first time, it was just, it was very emotional watching my son hold his baby, and the look on his face and the joy that she brought him was just absolutely amazing. It was just the best. Excuse me. it was the best thing, you know, to see your son with his baby. It was just amazing. So I got to go in with them for the C-section, and got to take pictures of her when she first came out and all that good stuff. And I got to hold her. My son and my was the first one to hold her, and then my daughter-in-law held her, and we my son and my husband had to go home and get some stuff for her. And so I got to hold her next. And so that was really, really great. And then, of course, the visitors, and to see my dad with his first great-grandchild was just, you know, and just the way my family came together and just loved on this baby was just, you know, it's what every mom wants. You know, you want your kids to get along, you want your kids to love one another, but to see them love their niece is just, it was just so special for me. Anyway, so that is pretty much what my life has been. My husband and I are heading out to conference tonight. Our district is having our conference, and my friend is there for the whole 2 days. I couldn't go for the whole 2 days, obviously. And she sent me a picture. She goes, we made the bulletin. So we both made a bulletin because we both, you know, finished our certification. So we're going tonight, and we're going to watch an ordination service, which is going to be exciting because hopefully that'll be me in a couple of years. So we're going to go watch that. And so anyway, we are just looking forward to that. My husband has 4 more weeks of school left. So that's exciting. We're thrilled about that. He needs a break, poor guy. This year has been something else, just with everything going on with the family and everything. This year has been quite interesting. But anyway, so that is our week. Like I said, the most exciting part was the baby here. She came home Wednesday. Her and my daughter-in-law came home Wednesday. And it has just been a blast. So anyway, so that is all I have. I'm going to get to editing and uploading this thing. Thank y'all for coming by. Thanks everyone for your well wishes. It really touched my heart that you all just wished me well and congratulated us. It has been... Did y'all hear that? That's my dog. He just yawned. Anyway, thank y'all so much for stopping by, your well wishes, and your happy thoughts about being a grandmother. So I appreciate it. I will see you all next week, Lord willing. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye-bye.